welcome back to week 9 of our lecture, and it's good to see you again. And today we're going to do some reading practice to prepare for your upcoming WET exam. And I will be focusing on fill in the gap questions because I think that we don't really focus on that in last semester because we focus more on the MCQ, normal MCQ questions. So today we're going to do some fill in the gap activities. Okay, before that, let's look at one example. Okay, so now could you please read this text? Okay, you can pause the video and then read it first, and then you can play it after you have finished reading. Okay, all right, but let's go to the questions. Let's look through the questions together. Okay, so let's look at the first blank. Okay, so the trick to answer this question is you have to look at the whole thing first, and then you look at the sentence before and the sentence after. Okay, look here. Okay, let's look at two sentences before. Okay, people look forward to weekends and holidays. I have also heard people say that if they were rich or if they win the lottery, they would not work at all. Okay, blank. And then look at the sentence after. I do not agree with this. So you must find the idea that the sentence in which the idea fits this context. So here, the author is talking about something that he disagree with, and what are the things that he disagree with. So and let's look at the two sentences before. It's talking about people do not like to work, right? So which options talk about people do not like to work? Okay, so the answer is D. It may seem that if we do not enjoy our work, we will only want leisure time. So this is the only sentence that can fit in which the idea fits this whole uh, fits that paragraph, right? Because he's talking about people do not like to work, okay, and they want leisure time. Okay, so first you must make sure the idea fits the context. Okay. Now let's look at the second blank. Okay, again, let's look at two sentences before. There is an old saying, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. I think in similar way we can say all play and no work makes Jack a bored boy. Okay, blank. And then let's look at the sentence after. Work makes us feel that we are doing something worthwhile with ourselves, while our leisure enables us to have time to relax. So here the author is talking about having both, right? The idea of having a balance. So look at the option. Which one fits that idea? It's B, right? It's important for us to have balance in our life. So the idea make sure that the answer is the idea is coherent with the sentences before and the sentences after. Okay, all right, now let's look at the third blank. Okay, so again, let's look at the sentences before. All right, recently I read a story about a man, blah, 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 winning the lottery. He left his job and enjoyed his leisure, which included his hobby of fishing for a couple of years. Blank. And then next, he told the reporter, you can only fish for so long. So, um, so here he's telling a story, right? He's talking about someone who won the lottery, quit his job, and then what happened? Okay, and the sentence after showed that he got bored fishing, right? So which sentence is suitable here? A, right? Not just because it's suitable in terms of the idea, even the language is suitable because in that part of the paragraph he used the pronoun he. The author used the pronoun he. So the author is talking about someone, right? So the only sentence that can fit linguistically and I in terms of idea, it's A. Okay, all right. So that's how you find the answer for this one. Make sure that they look at the two sentences before, and or maybe two sentences after, and see or which idea fits the sentence, fits the context. Okay. This is, of course, a simple idea. In the real exam, you'll have a longer paragraph, and I hope that, but still, the skill is the same. All right, now let's look at a second example, which is a slightly more difficult, but it's okay. We'll do together. All right. Okay. Here, let's look at this one together. This one, okay, again, you can pause and then read everything first, read all the options first. Okay, after you're done reading, you can replay the audio. All right, so this text talks about expatriates. Okay, expatriates. If you don't know what is an expatriate, they are actually foreign workers. Okay, why are they called expatriate and not foreign workers like everyone else, that like other foreign workers? I don't know, but usually expatriates are professionals. Okay, okay, but then again, yeah, they're actually foreign workers, professional foreign workers. But okay, uh, now let's look at number one. Let's look at the sentences before. Okay, I mean, one sentence before. As global organization expand its borders, more professionals are sent abroad to oversee operations. And then blank, and then look at the sentence after. Moreover, some written early or did not perform as expected. Okay, the key word here is the word moreover. Okay, moreover, linking words are very important. Uh, in gap text, because linking words, as the name suggests, you link the idea, right? So here, moreover, some written early or did not perform as expected. So meaning, in the sentence before, the author is complaining about expatriates, right? Because he added another complaint. Okay, so which of the following is a complaint about expatriates? Okay, let's see. Okay, it's C, right? However, the cost involved can be twice or thrice of that of a similar local position. Yes, they cost a lot. All right, so how do I know that's the answer? Because of the word moreover. Moreover suggests, because moreover, and then the author talks about a problem, right? Meaning he already mentioned another problem before that. Okay, so C is the problem. Okay, all right, now let's look at the next one. Okay, number two. Now let's look at the sentence before. The research revealed that others who completed the assignment left within a year to join a competitor. Blank. For instance, it is best to tailor training programs that align with the culture of the foreign subsidiary, as practices may vary due to cultural differences. Okay, so for instance means the author is giving an example of something to do, right? So, and then in the sentence before, the author talks about a problem that happened. And then now the author is giving you an example, sorry, an example on how to solve the problem. So it means that the author, before that, the author suggests that we have to solve the problem, right? Okay, so which of the options talk about we need to do something. All right, so let's look together. Okay, it's D, right? To mitigate this the problem, organizations should put in special efforts. Okay, so the next sentence is giving you the example of these special efforts. Okay, so yeah, these special efforts, so this is the example. For instance, teleprogram best to tele training programs and so on. Okay, sorry. Okay. So now let's move on to number three. Okay, again, let's look at the sentences before. The views and needs of the expatriates before, during, and after expatriation have to be taken into consideration. Okay, here we talk about the needs. Okay, before, during, and after. And then let's look at the next sentence. Therefore, it is crucial that special attention is given to expatriation as well as repatriation. Okay, repatriation means after, yeah, you go back to your own country after you finish working in that country. Okay, so here uh, Inmat is talking about something related to repatriation, right? Because suddenly the author talks about repatriation. So again, which idea fits the best? A, right? Because before that, the author did not. I mean, in the whole paragraph, the author did not talk about repatriation. And then suddenly, therefore, blah blah blah, repatriation. So that's why the answer is A. And also, A also talks about their needs, right? And that part of the paragraph talks this part. I mean, sorry. Okay, this part, the later parts of this text talks about the need of these expatriates. Okay, so they need help to buffer the reverse culture shock. Culture shock means after you're away for so long, and then you came back to your own country, and then you got shocked because yeah, it happens. Yeah, it really that happens, especially if you're away for so long from your country and you go back to country, you suddenly feel awkward. Yeah, that is the meaning of reverse culture shock. Okay, so in that part of the text, the later parts of the text talk about the needs of repatriation, the need of repatriate. Sorry. Okay, so that's why the answer is A. So the tips is you have to look at the sentences before, sentences up as this one sentence, at least one sentence after, and then maybe two sentences before, and look at the linking words. Okay, so I hope that you can answer this type of question well. Okay, I guess that's all for me today. Good luck. Bye.